Hey, what is up, everybody? In today's video, I got myself a copy here of Pokken Tournament for the Nintendo Wii U. So I got this copy for just $10, which is an incredible deal when you consider the previous owner bought it for about $74.99. How do I know this? Because he had the receipt still inside the case. That is before he removed it when he was selling it to me. But yeah, $10 for this game. Now, unfortunately, it does not include the amiibo card. So unfortunately, I do not have access to Shadow Mewtwo. And of course, as with a lot of Switch ports, Wii U games that got Switch ports, um, there is some extra content that got added in. So this isn't like the definitive edition anymore. But yeah, Pokken Tournament. This was an interesting surprise to come out of the Wii U. You know, even during the Wii U era, I was a bit surprised they never bothered to just bring over a mainline Pokemon game. I know traditionally the franchise has been on handhelds, but really it would have made a lot of sense to also bring it to Wii U as a sort of HD port. But instead, we got this fighting game spin-off. And speaking of spin-off, it's surprising we never got Pokemon Snap on here. That was always, especially since they could have very well done that as well, but for some reason they opted not to. I don't even think it got a virtual console release either. But anyways, back to the Pokken Tournament. So you can, as you can see here, you have the Wii U gamepad, of course, Wii Remote and Nunchuck, Wii U Pro controller, and the classic controller as well. Now you also have the option to use a specifically designed controller that was made specifically for this game, for the Wii U version. That is, I don't know if that controller was designed to be used on a Switch. It was compatible with a Switch controller. Sorry, with the Switch version. But all I know is I saw that specific controller um, at EB Games many years ago, but I didn't pick it up. Understandably, because I didn't own a Wii U at the time, but also um, I really had no, I couldn't have had the hindsight to know that I would have picked up this game all these years later. I'm curious as to how much it would those controllers cost nowadays, but that's for another day. But yeah, anyways, we also got some amiibo support here. Of course, as read-only amiibo support. You got some Nintendo Network support as well, but of course that's been shut down for years now. I've also heard the voice acting. There's also voice acting in this, which is very rare for Pokemon games. But I heard it's pretty bad, sadly, which is a stark contrast to the TV show where the voice acting's pretty good, relatively speaking. But yeah, we have the inside here, game on the right as usual, and instructions on viewing the instructions, which yeah, I always found a bit weird. But yeah, let's actually pop this game into my Wii U and see if it works. All right, so we're here on my gamepad, and voila, the game shows up. That's good. Now the question is, how big is the patch? Because I'm expecting an update patch. As with a lot of Wii U games, there's always patches. It's not a matter of if, but how big they are most of the time. Sometimes they're puny, and sometimes they're a bit big. Like I think some of the biggest ones is like Xenoblade Chronicles. Now I'm gonna go back to the main menu here because I want to see how big the patch itself is. It's important to note the patch sizes because I've got the as you can see I got the white Wii U, which only contains a maximum of 8 GB, but after you account for the operating system, it's only like 3.5 GB, which is nothing. It's pathetic. And understandably, Nintendo phased it out very quickly. But yeah, it's about a 300 megabit patch. So yeah, that's That's nothing. All we have to do now is just wait for it to finish, and then we can start up the game. Alright, the update's finished downloading. Of course, it has to install. Hopefully it's quick, but then again, this is the Wii U we're talking about. It is a fairly slow console. Okay, I think it's about to finish now, so let's... of course it's Pikachu. Okay, I gotta be careful here, because I don't want... I mean, it's cool that we got... I'm assuming this is an animated intro, which is really awesome. Yeah, I gotta say, this looks really good for an animated intro. Really wish we had more of these. I mean, I know we do have there was that Pokemon miniseries that came out the last couple of years or so, which looked really good. Like they used like this sort of stop motion animation. But yeah, I really wish they had this sort of animation as opposed to what we have with the TV series now. Okay, so here we are. Yeah, so version 1.3 in the top corner over there. And this was, of course, released back in 2016. Yeah, this was like the tail end of the Wii U life cycle, and so, yeah.
Hey, nice to meet you. I'm Mia.
Okay, well, all right. At least I know the game starts up. I think I'm going to end the video right here. It's clearly the game works, but I'd rather play this game when I'm actually, when I'm not recording it for these sorts of videos. But yeah. Anyways, guys, if you like what you saw in this video, as always, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Good night.